welcome to an instructional video, Gnocchi 101. Before we start, do you have any?
Well, we're trying to replicate the wonderful gnocchi recipe that has been in the family for at least 100 years. So we're trying it out today. We haven't got the big board, we haven't got Mama, but next generation, we'll see what we can do.
But wait a minute, we do have Carlo. He's the one that is going to supervise. He's going to provide. He's all the supervisory.
It's going to come through what? Osmosis or something. We hope that the recipe passes through his head right out into the dining room.
Thank you, Carlo, for
And you
all
know
your
what?
help.
When we're done, he will take all the credit. It sort of runs in the family. Yeah.
Say that again?
I said, when it's all over with, he'll come out and he'll say, see how easy it was to make this?
Rachel, do you have any interest in gnocchi? Rachel, you're turning your head.
Yeah.
Or have you been sent outside by your mother?
I'm not going outside.
Okay, let's find out another little fellow who could possibly carry on the great secret. Oh, here he is, Mr. Gnocchi himself. What is your opinion on the subject?
We should add chips to it.
Oh,
And I say we give it back to the manager.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we're ready.
Do we have the date?
The date is on here. Now, the potatoes were all boiled on top of the stove with the skins on. We drained them, let them cool. Now we're peeling, we peeled them with a knife, and here goes Lily with the ricer.
As you can see, a perfect potato into the perfect ricer that was purchased at Walmart. And it's so easy to do this. You just apply a little pressure. It's the easiest thing in the world. You see, just a light tap.
I can't hold it. You make me
Just a
laugh.
light.
Look at that.
Light tap. Look at that. And
Like-
there you have. Can you zero in on these beautiful rice? This is a ricer.
Oh, you sound like Julia China.
And it just rices.
Tilt the
them
bowl
so-
up a little, Julia.
It just rices them so beautifully.
That is beautiful.
And it's going to make it so easy to follow the next step. Now
And of course, we said we don't have Julia, but we do have. Who's our
next
big
best
helper?
thing. Next best thing, daughter-in-law. Well, he's now in a different position. He'll be well done when it's time to. He'll be well done.
Don't let him know we keep filming him because he's going to love to see this
This is
video.
going to be so funny. And here we are, we're peeling them with Janet's one and only knife peeler. It may take us all day to peel these potatoes, but she doesn't want any more knives.
She's
in the
not
house.
one to have anything excessive.
That's right.
One TV is enough.
There
One
we
knife
go.
peeler is enough.
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to
Peeling
cut
these potatoes
until we get to the next step.
very thin, as you notice. Don't want to waste any potato. Okay, you're going to speak, Jen?
No, you can speak.
Okay,
I'm
chapter
happy.
2, we found that the bowl isn't big enough to hold, okay, tilt. To hold all these riced potatoes. You can see how nice they are, nice texture, nice and white, lovely. Bigger bowl.
We gotta
okay.
fight though.
Now, there we go, okay.
You don't make gnocchi unless you fight.
Did Pop-Pops ever help make it, or was he always
No.
smart? He always left it with.
Now you can, now we just mix the egg right in, right? Is that
Right.
correct?
That's
Well,
what you do.
Okay.
Okay.
The egg goes in, and we just give it a mix.
I remember when I was a kid, you just mix it in.
Give it a whirl. Hope the egg was big enough.
Big enough.
There we go. Oh, you can see it.
Where you heading, girl?
Starting to look
shopping
at someone. Would you like to see how it looks?
You gonna go to the mall?
I don't know,
It's the
looking
busiest
good.
day of the year there.
Looking real good.
Stay away from me.
Okay? Okay, so now we'll be ready for the next step.
I think we gotta mix a little more than that.
Okay.
still have my card?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, let's see now. Add the beaten egg, salt. Little teeny bit of salt. Have a wonderful time, girls.
Enjoy yourself.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
at
you,
my
Same here,
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Enjoy that beautiful
Rebecca from
name.
Stony Brook Farms,
Love
Stony Brook
that
Farms.
name. Rebecca.
Christine and Becky say hi. We're
I
just
used to be my
Hi.
brother's,
Okay.
my brother went to the University of Dayton, and Miami, Ohio was their rival.
Yeah.
Oh, it still is?
Well,
Don't mix
I
it
guess
too
we
much,
played them
Carl.
in
Don't
some
mix it
sports,
too
but
much,
not
I
in
don't think.
football, so.
Don't mix it too
Where are
much.
they?
Mainly
Okay.
this.
Put it in, put 2 cups flour
Look at my
on
purse,
a
I
work
shot the refrigerator.
surface and make a well in the center.
That's
2
right.
cups of flour. Okay, you wanna measure 2 cups of flour?
That was quick. Yeah, the boy for the,
You measure it now. Okay.
and the lady.
Wait,
You don't have to be exact. Well, God.
So
Uh-oh.
she
Uh-oh,
brought
first
over
bite. 2 cups,
the
now you should be
donuts
quite
and we were all
accurate.
done. I was so full. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, you
Okay.
dog it.
It's
And that goes like that, and
I gotta
then
make a hole.
2 cups of flour in the work surface, make a
Bye-bye.
well in the center.
Bye,
Bye,
honey.
girls, have a
Bye,
great
girl. Have
time.
fun.
Thank you.
Have a great time.
Put some potatoes in here now.
If
Now
the
wait.
child just moved the large bowl, I can zoom in on the well.
Okay, now
That just
wait a
created the
moment,
well.
because this is the
effect.
part that I don't quite understand. Put the potatoes in the center of the well.
That's right. Put
But
it.
look at all the potatoes that we
We
have.
keep making them. We had to, if we
No,
could
we
put-
don't use any more flour. This is, no, we don't.
Will you just put the potatoes in here
Yeah.
before they get,
You just, oh, all those potatoes after fit.
I don't think you're right.
Yes, we are.
I don't think you got enough flour.
Yes, we are.
Julia, send us a sign.
Yes.
What do you do when you put it in here? What's the next?
Well, just a minute now. Put the potatoes in the center of the well.
Right.
Knead the flour into the potatoes until a soft, smooth dough is
I
formed.
don't think we got enough flour.
Yes, the hole wasn't big enough. We didn't make the hole big enough.
Well,
That's the problem.
Now, how many cups did you put in?
2 cups of flour.
What? I think it said 4.
I didn't think you're right here with this, Lo.
Well, guess what? You can always add.
Just a moment now. 2 cups of flour.
Well,
It
we
was
can't-
4 pounds of baking potatoes.
Oh, okay.
But 2 cups of flour.
Well, I think we gotta keep
Are
doing
your
it.
hands clean?
Yeah, I just washed it.
We'll get even.
Okay, he's a meeting. He's a meeting away.
This is where you get all the mess off.
But now we have to add more potatoes.
No, we will, just a minute. Okay, put some more in a minute.
Oh, I see.
I guess that's how
Oh,
there we go.
That's why we had this big board at home. You remember that, Janet?
I can understand why.
Oh, I can see why now too, because just the very amount of product that we're going to have.
How many do you think we're gonna make? How many?
Probably
Millions.
1,000.
What does it say?
Probably, it doesn't tell you. At home, it would make about 1,000 little gnocchi
I almost think Janet would have better off just put it on it,
on the counter. Well, we might end up doing
We
that.
discussed that, yeah. We can certainly do that.
because I don't know how we can.
And even though it makes 1,000, if you freeze them in batches of 100,
Okay.
you'd get enough, the average person could eat about 10,
Uh-huh.
maybe a few more.
That was always the issue, because if anyone had more than their 10,
That's right, if we didn't have enough. I think we should put this on the counter, Janet.
go ahead.
Carl, on
Well-
the counter? Yes. Janet washed the whole counter.
It doesn't bother me. I don't worry about
Mike,
that.
so how much you got left in it?
Quite a bit.
Oh, boy. Well, here, put some more in here first.
Does it feel like it's taken all the flour in?
Oh, yeah, but you know, you gotta work it in, you know.
Yeah.
You need with the palms.
He's been doing it since he was a
No,
little
no.
boy, Lily.
You're not leaving, you got them all done there?
No,
We gotta mix it here, Lo.
no, you don't. You don't mix, you knead. You're kneading. And of course, you don't want it to get tough.
Now what
That
you do
right?
is, just, go ahead, put it. Now just do me a favor, please. And just sprinkle a little bit more powder.
No,
powder.
no, I won't do that yet.
I
Because
think
too
he's
much-
allowed more flour.
Too much flour makes it too.
Oh, you're a piaga, Lil.
Let's see, if the cookbook says more, then we'll do more.
The hell with me, right?
Let's see what the,
Do you think Julia ever measured the flour?
let's see. what-
Never.
Yes.
Not cut it off like that either.
I think
Yes, she
did.
never. She would never have cut him off flour.
You've had enough.
I didn't laugh.
you under the table.
Okay, let's see.
My bladder isn't what it used to be, don't
The potatoes until a soft, smooth dough is formed. Oh, add more flour. If it seems too sticky, is it too sticky?
Jesus, Lil.
Is it?
Will you just put a sprinkle of
All right,
flour on the top, please?
Don't overdo it, Carl.
You're killing me.
Don't
How
overdo
can
it.
I, I can hardly
We
see
don't
through the
want it
tears
to
in
be,
my eyes.
we don't want it to be tough.
Come on. All right, that's enough for now.
Okay. So this way you need, like you make bread. That's good, and then you put it all
Did
together.
you wash your hands?
Yes, and you put it all together.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to eat it?
Yeah.
Because he's gonna put more flour in, I can
No, no.
Oh my goodness, what a large bunch this is to work with. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's looking good.
Looks a little sticky from my vantage point.
Sticky.
You have a little,
All
Bowl
I
of
know is
flour
it's
done.
like pie crust, and I don't think that you want to put too much flour.
Well, I have a big plastic tupper and I have a metal bowl. I don't have,
we gotta let it sit underneath for a
Hold
while.
on.
sit under the bowl for a while, yeah, why, I
Want it to
don't
be
know the
silky.
purpose of that.
Be silky.
Well, it's set.
It kind of makes you want to make bread,
Mm-hmm.
like Janet used to do. Oh, I think it's feeling good. Feeling real good.
Looks like it's sticking a little though when we pull it up.
Well, it's sticking a little bit, but I just don't think too much flour is a good idea. You'll have to ask the lady who gave this recipe to the church. Rosa,
Why don't you just do it, forget about the lady who wrote it to the church.
Rosie Baraducci.
Verducci.
Keep going.
I have to ask her. All right, Carla, just to make everybody happy,
Yes.
just sprinkle in just about a tablespoon, no more.
Well, just keep going.
And go.
Atta girl. Just keep going.
And go.
Just bring it straight out. You see, we don't have that big board, so because we don't have the big board, we can't make Janet's house a mess. Look at your belly.
Yeah,
Look at
you
your belly.
started it.
That's why we wear white shirts when we do this.
I took over. It's looking good. The proof of this is going to be in the
Can you
eating.
put it-
Oh, I better get the pot roast started too.
It's going to be wonderful. Yeah, so we'll have no sauce.
Oh my gosh.
We need a nice sauce, but you don't use a meat sauce with this. You use a.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna cook a pot roast
Yeah, well,
in
that's
there.
all right, but.
Oh, Dad, you in that darn
Oh,
corner.
dear.
Get that corner all the time. Did Bruce used to do that?
Yeah, he
You
did.
use-
But
you-
after the 10th time, he didn't.
Yeah.
He had to hold his head, right?
Yeah,
You use a light sauce because not too much.
but it's okay if I cook the roast in the sauce.
You know, though,
Honey, not too much. I'm telling you.
I used to make gnocchi before you were born. I don't have to look at a book.
Fine. Okay. Anyway, you want a light sauce because the gnocchi themselves are a little heavy.
Come on.
You know what I
They
mean?
always have to do. Sauce
Okay,
it.
I think we're doing fabulous.
Okay, I might take a cut then.
Okay, let's.
Let me get my hand
Let's
in
cut.
there for a minute.
You can
Oh,
try.
you gotta
Oh,
put a
Dad's
bowl
gotta
in
get
there
his
for-
hands in there. Let's get
Oh,
Dad's
he's
hands in
You
there.
gotta let it, a bowl in there for a while.
That's right. We're
And
gonna,
let them eat for.
we're going to cut away once they are under the bowl protected. We
Okay,
don't know why she did that, but,
that's right, that's an old
So we're
secret.
gonna let that sit for a little bit,
Old
Jen.
secret.
okay, what was there a
Maybe about
time?
10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, 10 or 15 minutes under the bowl.
That's right.
You can offer him a bowl, Mom.
All right, let's clean the hands first.
How does that feel, Dad?
We're getting there.
Feels like old times?
Feels like
Feels
gnocchi.
like old times having you to
Only one
talk
thing is
with.
wrong, Mama would probably have a glass of wine next to her
What?
as she was
You
making.
think she did?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because Norma used to make her crazy, right?
Okay, now let me see. I think we can put this bowl right on top of it, Janet.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
See,
Yes, one
this
bit.
is still a little sticky though. You gotta put a little more flour.
We'll give him a little more flour.
Put a little flour on the base here, please.
I would tend to say it looked a little sticky.
That's good. That's good.
There we go. The fun hasn't begun yet, Rachel. The fun is when we,
Size of an egg.
you do have to, oh, I gave you your own thing to work on. Look.
What? I'm not gonna do that again.
Okay, there's her little egg to work on.
You just said to do the hands. Okay, and then roll it into too much flour. Too much
Honey.
flour. Too much flour.
Okay, now you can do your thing.
Okay. Oh, look how it feels like velvet.
You gotta take some off, well, that's all right,
And
that's good.
you roll it until it is about 14 inches long, they say.
That's right, dear, you want a ruler? Jeez,
No,
Mary,
but
show-
it's interesting, isn't it? Maybe you have to roll it this way. Because otherwise you can't do it in your hand when it gets bigger.
Just roll it like a snake, like Play-Doh.
Yeah, okay. Now, 14 inches.
keep going,
I think
you
she
don't want
does
too
want a
big.
ruler.
See, that's a little too fat, you want it more tender,
Narrow it,
the small, see about this size here, that's what you want.
really?
You can see why Julie and Francis and Johnny had such,
So my problem was I gave you too much.
Possibly,
Oh.
possibly it was a big egg. But we can give you
You
just
gotta have a
general-
small egg.
maybe it was a goose egg.
Let's
Okay,
give you
let's see a
general
perfect
idea.
egg-sized egg.
Okay, so you take off and you cut a piece about an inch, is what I think. And then you take your fork, put a little flour on it.
Why don't you, okay, well, this is gonna be the tough part. How
No,
do
you
you
don't
do
do it
that?
that way, you put it on a table and roll it on the
I
floor.
thought you put the fork down and you rolled it off, like so. Isn't that what
Like
you ever
this?
say? Just like so.
Just like that.
That's,
Okay.
That's a good gnocchi.
Don't make it too wet.
No, we don't want it too
don't make
big.
it too long, you know.
Right.
You wanna make them no more than an inch.
You want
Is a good,
the width of your finger.
yeah, it's
Okay.
about a good width for them to be rolled out.
And then about a half of a thumb length long.
Yes, now
I mean,
let's,
that's what you said.
is that what I said? Okay.
Well, you're doing a good
Like
job.
cigar. 3. There we go. Yes, now
I
let's,
mean, that's what you said.
is that what I said? Okay.
Well, you're doing a good
Like
job.
cigar. 3. There we go. You can see why they have to charge so much in the restaurant, because it does take a long
I wouldn't
time.
be surprised they have a machine to do this, no?
It does take a long time to make them,
Labor intensive, right?
labor intensive.
I don't think though we're doing it right, because we're not talking loud enough, and we're not fighting and arguing. We gotta fight and argue.
Oh, this is wonderful. I think this was a wonderful idea of Janet's.
Thank you.
Yes, I think so, I think
Yes,
Janet's pretty
Janet
good.
had this idea in her mind, that Thanksgiving vacation,
Well, that should become another tradition. Friday after
That's
Thanksgiving, we make
right.
gnocchi.
that's right, because it's not something you do very often.
Mm-mm.
And now, afterwards, we're gonna have to let me get Rachel.
And you certainly don't want to be in the stores today.
Rachel, are you in there? Rachel? Oh dear.
Paul, would you come here as the next generation?
I can't hear you.
Come here, please.
If you come here, you can hear us. Just come here for a minute, Paul. You may marry an Italian girl sometime. Sit here for a minute, honey.
You may have to impress her
Oh, come
family.
on, Paul. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Well, Grandpa will show you what to do here. You're gonna love this book. You roll it out in your hands until it's like a cigar. Cut it in that one. You put a little flour on this, and you take this and you roll it down so that you get ridges, like in a potato chip. So we want to see the new generation. Come on, Paul,
I
make a
think
couple.
Rachel, was that you? I heard her.
Paul, just to make a couple.
You know, Paul, from time to time, has said to me he has considered being a chef. So you could open your own gnocchi restaurant. Come on come on in any time of day or night for a little gnocchi.
And you take this and with your left thumb, you roll it down the tines to make the holes, the lines in.
Paul, the commercials are just endless, my ideas. Handsome Paul Bender welcomes you day or night to come in and learn to make gnocchi. Gnocchi!
Not gnocchi, gnocchi.
I know.
Yuck.
Like you let your
And you
tongue
start
roll.
at the top of the fork and you
Gnocchi.
roll it that way.
Gnocchi. You wanna get in that too, huh, Daisy?
And there's Daisy too. Daisy would love to have that. Wait till you taste these tonight, Paul. Oh. And then open your mouth. All right, a little flour. On the top of the fork, push it down. Hold your thumb. That's right, that's right. Perfect.
Is there like sauce on them?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
It's a
you
sauce
boil them up like noodles. And
spaghetti, but they have.
Serve them with sauce.
Is he pressing
Potatoes
hard
are-
enough to make the ridges? I'm just curious. He looks so.
Yeah.
See, Lo, this, we don't have enough powder.
Well, it's right next to you, honey, just throw a little more on the board. Stick it in there. Throw it in there.
I'll get Rachel.
Yeah, get Rachel, we'd like to have you.
Well, that was quick.
Rachel should do this.
What
What
you
did
do
you
right
say?
Didn't get any lines.
Yes, you did, you got lines
It's
in
too
yours.
soft, I'm gonna break it.
Nah, you ain't breaking.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
talk
now
to
it's
me,
on.
sweetie.
Okay. There.
We're teaching Rachel's mommy, who is half Italian, how to make gnocchi. And she did it when she was a little child. And she used to be in all the arguments with Aunt Frances,
Oh, but I never argued.
Nonna.
You know that, Janet. Never argued. I don't think I lasted too long
You
because
don't have to get me, Rachel, because they got me before.
there was so much discussion, and they all had their own little way to work it off the fork.
Can you zoom in on your mother and watch her take rolling off the fork? Roll it off the fork.
Rolling, rolling, rolling off the fork.
You're looking very good, I think.
Okay, Rachel, then we're going to teach you, so I'm going to come over and film if you want to turn it off. Whoops, saved by the bell.
I think Rachel better shut the camera off and answer the phone. Okay, now after they're cut, you just roll them like that and put them in a tray.
Roll it hard enough, Carl, so that you see that it ridges. Push it down a little bit with your thumb so that you get the ridges.
Okay? You do these here.
Well, stop.
We only have your hands.
So, I want to do that.
You start on the top and then you roll it down on the fork, like it's going down ski slope. With just enough pressure to make holes in it.
That, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's good, this is good. Did you used to this one?
No.
Oh, this is a good one. You just want to push hard enough so that you get, it won't fall apart too much. You get some stripes in it. And when you cook them, that's, the sauce goes into the ridges that you make. Gnocchi. Gnocchi, gnocchi. You can see it's going to take us from here until Christmas
Oh, they take time.
to get done with them.
Things can't be rushed.
Like this tray here, I think will be for supper tonight, but we'll need more. Okay.
What do you need it more for?
And I think as we do them, we'll get more uniform and we can freeze the ones that are.
Because when you see under the bowl what we have left to do.
And here I was thinking at first maybe we double the recipe. Oh.
No, it's a lot. Oh, I didn't have that under the bowl.
Oh, well, yeah.
All right, well, you put a little more powder and meat it a little. Well, we got the gnocchi boys, the gnocchi girls. We got Janet and Rachel and Grandma.
Three generations.
They all think that they're Italian and know what they're doing, but do you think they know what they're doing? Look at them. Oh, come on, Johnny, you're having a mistake there. Let's make
It's
them.
amazing.
Let's
how
make
tough
them
it is to get it
smaller.
right.
Yes, it
Let's
is.
make them nice.
It is.
What do you say, Rachel? How do you like it?
It's an art.
Is it exciting, Rachel?
This sure beats it.
Where do you eat them? That's
Rachel,
potato dumplings.
Rachel, have you ever had so much fun?
Uh-huh. What are you doing, Janet?
Well, we have set aside a lot of gnocchi that we're going to cook tonight, and we have hundreds extra. So what you do is you put them on a tray, and then you flash freeze them. Well, that's been about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we're going to be able to put them in a freezer bag. And another day, we will get those out for another meal. Let me just keep filming right to the freezer. Okay. And here's another 100 on this tray. We're gonna flash freeze those for 15 minutes. Now, if you just focus down here, Rachel, these should be better able to be handled without sticking together. And I have the nice gallon-sized freezer bags. And I just pick them up, Mom?
Yeah. And if you
They're
if you
still
throw-
little.
Oh, they're too, well, if they're too tight. If they stick together, you'll have
I
a
noticed
terrible
they're not
mess.
quite frozen enough to pick up comfortably. So I'm going to go stick these in the downstairs freezer. Rachel, you can cut. You, honey.
Daisy, what do you think of this? Look at you, you're such a pretty doggy. Daisy. Sit, 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 sit. No.
Rachel, do you know why these have to be, why you try to make them uniform?
No, I don't.
Okay, because if you have them in the pot boiling, and some are small and some are big, some will be done and some won't be done. That's why you try to make them all at the same size.
Like cookies.
Like cookies, that's right. Anything that you would bake.
Here comes the mother deer.
It's important in life to eat chocolate.
So why don't you
Lots
pass
of
a piece of
gnocchi
your
work and eat chocolate. I have Kit Kat for you and for Grandma. It helps a woman's personality, Rachel. You don't have to drink alcohol, you don't have to smoke cigarettes. But get a good, healthy chocolate habit going early on. It's roast in the sauce, little garlic and onions, and that gives the sauce lovely flavor. And we'll slice the meat and we'll have a nice salad. And of course I have plenty of green beans because we do like to keep our greens on board. It's very good for you. Along with chocolate, eat your greens. You notice your mother doesn't eat chocolate alone. I always eat my vegetables and a lot of fruit. Okay, you can cut it off anytime you want. It's rather a messy meal, but it's worth it. We'll enjoy it. Oh, we will enjoy it.
Hi, girl.
Hi, Rachel.
Okay, you're
Now
on.
you know what it's like to be an actor.
Now the gnocchi goes in the pot, and we bring it to a boil and watch it rise.
Okay, so the water was boiling, and you're going to drop it in, and then it'll be done when?
When all the gnocchi comes up to the top.
Okay.
We have it in the ice box, so it's a little cool. I hope everybody's hungry.
Oh, I'm starved.
I don't know if Miss Christine's gonna stay home and test it.
No,
she's
but
not.
maybe there'll be one left over.
Oh God, and last year when we were here, all she was talking about wanted to go into the Italian restaurant, and now she's leaving us.
Yes.
My God. And she had her, what she was gonna have, Alfonso Fidozzi. Now she can have gnocchi and she's leaving us.
So this is only going to take a couple minutes.
Oh, I don't think it'll take too long. You flash, you got them coals, it'll take a little bit longer.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cut until we drain them and then put the sauce on.
Try. Can you take down my cell phone number?
I wasn't even recording that whole
Or-
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't look so
Little
individual.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have anybody over tonight.
Yeah, well, we're trying it. We're trying it. The frozen
Okay,
ones
sorry.
I try
Okay.
after.
It's 412-999-6767.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I should have
Gotta
it on.
eat 'em while they're hot.
Manja,
When I
manja.
stop by and
Try it out.
Hey, Rachel?
Okay,
Cut.
Come on.
Grated cheese on it, everybody.
You never listen to me, do you? You
Mom.
always, should never admit it.
I will admit, they might have needed a little more flour.
Yeah, they are soft.
Well, I want you to take a taste.
Oh, I did.
What's the flavor like?
Oh,
They're fine. They're soft.
oh,
Does it taste like she used to make them?
delicious, but they're a little too soft.
Too
A little
soft.
too
It's the
soft.
texture.
I think that's the big thing.
Have you had one, Dad?
Yes,
Okay.
a little soft.
So you think maybe it was, they need to be under the bowl longer and they need a little more,
More flour.
what was that word, Lil?
Little flour.
Okay. Amen.
You're never too late. Let's see the last
Oh,
one.
that was so funny. Well, here we go now.
Is that a pregnant gnocchi or?
Is it, well, it loses something.
You're gonna spill it all over the
It loses something after a while. But we did find two little gnocchi, we think they were gnocchi, left on the platter.
So when you count them, who gets them?
And so when we count them,
We
here's the
think,
bush,
we think
One
we
for
found
Bush.
one for bush.
them. We think we found them. You know what they were. There was
Okay.
anything on the dish.
So
There
the
were two little
conclusion,
things there that looked like something.
Oh,
we
God.
concluded that the taste was the same, but the texture was lacking.
Texture.
However, I want to show that the whole plate is gone.
Absolutely.
It was delicious.
Oh,
Hey, that's
Excuse me,
right,
Craig?
Craig.
That was an
We'll invite
what do
you for
call
dinner.
it?
Just great.
What do you call it when you don't ask for
Testimonial.
somebody?
You didn't even finish
An
it.
unsolicited
There's some bread.
testimonial.
I like bread.
You warm up a few minutes
wash your hands with soap,
while I
please,
just
first.
help mommy clear the table.
All right,
First,
Alright, we'll warm up. I'll face you.